I think most people, if they're really listening to what I'm about to say, will identify with what I'm about to say, right? So the source of your suffering is the fact that you just haven't landed here fully enough yet because you just have never been taught how to do that, what that means, what role the body plays, what role feelings and sensations play in that, what the past is, meaning just undigested life energy, you know? That's the source of all our, so we just haven't landed here fully enough. All our attention is always somewhere else, somewhere else. And that's because the real environment in here is foreign territory.
Yeah. Uh,
There's
y- Yeah, and the disconnection is what lands us
yeah,
where we are. And
yeah,
we're protecting ourselves from what we think is failure or rejection or uncertainty or emotional discomfort. And to Jason's point, none of those are actually present. We've just got these feelings we're unfamiliar with, and we've got to figure out what the fuck's going on.
to just
And
relax.
it's growth is always going to feel uncomfortable. Figuring it out is tough, and if you don't do it, you're going to be where you are today until you do. And we don't claim that this is the only direction that one can take to find comfort. Uh, it may be, I don't know, but we know this is stuff that works. And if you follow it, it's not just because a couple guys with gray beards are talking about it and they've had some personal experience. This is thousands of years in the making. Eastern medicine's where a lot of this is stems from. And if you can understand that you're trying to protect yourself, but then you really realize that you're not protecting yourself, you're harming yourself, and you're going to be. And when I say harming, you're just unhappy, and you're not going to find it. You're going to be able to turn over every shell you find and not find what it is you're looking for. And it's the disconnection that we often talk about to self and experience and the feelings and emotions that you're having. And this whole series this season has been about that. And it's pointing out what those things are and bringing it back to this very
Yeah, yeah,
simple
yeah.
thing.
You touched into it. Essentially, here's what's happening for us. We relate to ourselves in a very limited way because we actually don't relate to life and to ourselves at the level of thought, feeling, and sensation. We just relate to life and to ourselves primarily at the level of thought,
So,
that's- right? And that's just painful. That's leaving a lot on the table.
yeah, and it's so hard on us because we've just been conditioned consistently from the time of birth until you decide to open this door and take a journey because then they're going to keep conditioning us to that. That's what needs to happen. We need to be focused on the external. We dive into that ad nauseum in other episodes. But if you're seeing these things again, it's providing space for yourself. It's providing time for yourself to focus on yourself. If you've got to fix you first, or everybody around you will get less of you, and they sure as hell ain't going to get the real you because you're drained, you're beat down. Um, I know all these experiences and feelings, and I'm close enough to them that I can still discuss them, and I'm close enough to them I'm still experiencing them. And again, that is just a affirmation. You got more work to do, buddy. Keep on moving. Whenever you think, let's get comfortable and just kind of sit and resonate
And
and
think of it this
marinate.
way, right? All that all that avoided material, when you know how to include it in your life, it becomes the evolutionary catalyst for your growth every time.
And that's where the
We want
things
it.
begin yeah, that's where things begin to change. And that's
Yeah, we
where,
want it.
you know, if
We
to
want to be
doing it,
uncomfortable. We
to
want to
be,
learn what that means.